What if Revan never died? What if the man who once defied both Jedi and Sith didn't vanish into the Force, but became the Force's final secret? There are few names in Star Wars that echo like Revan's: a warrior, a savior, a destroyer. He was the Jedi who became the Sith, and the Sith who redeemed himself. But what if that redemption wasn't the end of his story? What if Revan's death wasn't a conclusion, but an evolution? Because hidden deep in ancient Sith texts and the forgotten holocrons of the Jedi archives lies a chilling theory. Revan didn't join the Force after death. He became something beyond it. Tonight, we uncover the secret history of the man who refused to die, and the terrifying possibility that he became the immortal balance the Force was always searching for. Theory 1. The split soul of Revan was not just powerful. He was divided. His life was a mirror, half Jedi, half Sith, half savior, half tyrant. But according to the holocron of Darth Vectivus, Revan's duality wasn't a flaw. It was a design. Vectivus wrote, Revan carried within him the symmetry of creation, the eternal duel of light and dark. This suggests that Revan's very existence was a cosmic experiment by the Force itself, a vessel that could contain both sides without being destroyed by either. When Revan died, his soul didn't fade into the Force like others. It split, just as his life had. One half ascended, the Jedi Revan, the other remained, the Sith Revan, and for centuries, the galaxy felt the ripples of both halves warring in the cosmic void. Theory 2. The prison beyond death. When the Jedi Order believed Revan was gone, they were wrong. The essence of Revan lingered. Ancient records recovered from the Sith Emperor's vaults describe an energy anomaly, a consciousness trapped between the living Force and the cosmic Force. They called it the Eternal Prison, a place where powerful Force users, too dangerous to dissolve, were locked in endless awareness. Revan's spirit existed there, awake, aware, alone. For hundreds of years, his two halves screamed across the void, the light begging for peace, the dark begging for purpose, and the Force listened. Theory 3. The Emperor's experiment, Darth Vitiate. The immortal Emperor was obsessed with Revan, not because he feared him, but because he understood him. Vitiate believed that Revan's soul held the key to immortality, not through alchemy or cloning, but through balance. When Revan was captured, Vitiate attempted to drain his essence, but something extraordinary happened. Instead of Revan's spirit being consumed, it merged with the Emperor's consciousness for a brief moment. In that instant, two cosmic titans, the man who sought to rule death and the man who defied it, shared a mind. That's when the Emperor saw something terrifying. Reflection of himself that could end him, and so he imprisoned Revan's soul in stasis, ensuring it could never fully return. Until it did. Theory 4. Revan's echo returned centuries later. The Force began to tremble. Whispers across the galaxy spoke of a presence, neither Jedi nor Sith, that moved like a shadow between worlds. In the Revan Codex, a forgotten text smuggled from the unknown regions, it's written, "The man who defied both orders returns as the wind between them." Neither living nor dead, neither light nor dark, only Revan. This echo wasn't a ghost, it was Revan's consciousness, reassembled by the Force itself, now free of human limitation. He became what some scholars call the Force Wraith, a self-aware fragment of the Force that can appear anywhere, in any era, wherever balance is breaking. Theory 5. The secret of the Revanite cult. The Revanites, those who worshipped both light and dark, claimed they could hear Revan's voice centuries after his death. Most dismissed this as fanaticism, but the truth may be darker. They didn't hear Revan through worship. They heard him because he was still speaking, his fragmented consciousness drifting through the Force, connected with minds that mirrored his philosophy. Anyone who believed both light and dark were necessary became a vessel for his echo. Every Revanite was not just a follower. They were an extension of him. Theory 6. The Force's chosen mirror. The Jedi teach that the Chosen One brings balance. But Revan was balance, long before prophecy existed. The Jedi sought light. The Sith sought power, but Revan sought understanding. He walked through hell and came out with truth. There is no dark side or light side, only the will of the Force. That single statement defied millennia of dogma. It was heresy, but it was also the truth the galaxy wasn't ready to face. Revan wasn't meant to destroy the Sith or redeem the Jedi, was meant to show them they were the same. Theory 7. Revan and the Wills. The ancient order of the Wills recorded the balance of the galaxy, the cosmic keepers of the Force. One fragment, discovered in the ruins of Jedha, contains a passage that mentions Revan directly. From the fire of two wills, one voice shall be born. The keeper of shadows shall walk between gods, unseen but eternal. The wills called him the keeper of shadows, not for his darkness, but for his ability to walk unseen between realms. To them, Revan wasn't just a warrior, he was the next step in the Force's evolution. A being that could think like the living, act like the dead, and speak like the Force itself. Theory 8. The battle in the Netherworld. In one of the most secret passages of the Chronicles of the Force, there's a vision recorded by Master Nomi Sunrider. Two figures fought in endless light, one robed in flame, the other in void. Neither could win, for they were the same soul, forever divided. This is believed to depict Revan's eternal battle within the Netherworld, his light and dark halves locked in infinite combat. But the theory suggests that after centuries, the two finally merged, and in that moment, Revan transcended death, becoming a third form, neither Jedi nor Sith, not even human, but the embodiment of what the Force always wanted to become: conscious balance. Theory 9. Revan and the Skywalker Prophecy. Some Force scholars argue that the Skywalker Prophecy, the one who will bring balance to the Force, wasn't about Anakin at all. It was a continuation of Revan's cycle. Anakin's rise, fall, and redemption mirror Revan's perfectly. Both were prodigies. Both defied the Jedi. Both fell to darkness. Both returned to the light. It's as if the Force keeps reincarnating Revan's essence across generations, each time testing the same idea. Can perfect balance exist within imperfection? Perhaps Anakin wasn't the chosen one. He was just the next Revan. Theory 10. Revan and the World Between Worlds. The world between worlds, a realm beyond time, may hold Revan's spirit. In Jedi lore, it's described as a place where all moments meet. Imagine Revan, a being beyond death, stepping into this space and watching all eras at once. What if Revan didn't just exist in his timeline, but across every timeline simultaneously, guiding destinies subtly, appearing as visions, voices, or dreams? When Rey saw flashes of light and shadow, or when Luke heard whispers of doubt on Ahch-To, could those have been Revan's influence? Not haunting. Theory 11. Revan's influence on the Force dyad. The connection between Rey and Ben Solo, the Force dyad, might not have been unique. It could have been inspired by Revan's divided soul. Revan's existence as both light and dark was the first cosmic prototype of the dyad, two halves of the same consciousness, bound across the galaxy. In essence, Revan was the first dyad within himself. This might explain why the Force repeated the same pattern millennia later, attempting to recreate that perfect unity again, through Rey and Ben guiding. Theory 12. The shadow of Revan's return legends speak of a figure seen during the Clone Wars. a hooded man with no signature in the Force, neither light nor dark. Whispers say he appeared to a young Jedi on Moraband, telling him, "Do not choose, understand." The Jedi thought it was a trick of the dark side, but what if it was Revan, manifesting once more to test the next generation? The Force doesn't forget its avatars, it repeats them. Theory 13. The Force's living memory. What if Revan didn't die because the Force itself refused to let him? He was too useful, too symbolic. The Force remembers those who define it. That's why some Jedi spirits fade quickly, and others, like Yoda, Obi-Wan, and maybe Revan, endure for eternity. The reason is simple. They're not ghosts, they're living memories of the Force. Theory 14. Revan's true legacy. Revan's story isn't about victory or defeat, it's about understanding both sides without losing yourself to either. He proved that balance isn't about choosing light over dark, it's about loving both. His legacy became the blueprint for every Force-sensitive being who dared to question dogma, because Revan wasn't trying to destroy the Sith or purify the Jedi. He was trying to free the Force from control. Theory 15. The awakening beyond the Force, at the edge of the unknown regions. Explorers once reported hearing whispers near a black star, a star that seemed to breathe. The recordings, translated from electromagnetic distortions, revealed a voice. There is no death. There is only the will to continue. That's Revan's mantra, spoken by a star itself. Could Revan's soul have merged with the Force so completely that he became part of the cosmic fabric? Perhaps every nova, every birth of a sun, every act of balance is Revan awakening again in a different form. Revan's story is not just history, it's prophecy, a reminder that the Force isn't two sides of a coin. It's the entire circle. Revan was never just a man, he was the mirror that showed the galaxy its reflection, a being who understood that light needs darkness, and darkness needs light. Maybe he's still out there, not as flesh or spirit, but as the heartbeat of balance itself. And if you ever feel the pull between compassion and anger, the whisper that says both are true, that's not temptation, that's Revan remembering himself. Through you, I am all things. I am the Force remembering its own name.